Alrighty, guys, welcome to another episode of the Marked for Life Wrestling Podcast. My name is Jeff Bailey.
Jerry Jones here. What is up?
Winter came, Jerry.
It most certainly did.
And it brought a big present. Match of the year. Maybe. Now, I mean, it's up there. Top 5, maybe.
I mean,
there's so many good matches in 2021. It's hard to even think about a top list.
Yeah.
But man, wow. We got a good one.
We got a good one. We got a great one.
And MJF Dante wasn't anything to sneeze at either.
No, I mean,
you know what I mean? It was
good. Yeah, I mean,
Sheeta was really good.
It was a fun night of wrestling. It was like an expose of. It's almost felt like, hey, for someone who's never seen what is professional wrestling? Then it's like, here we go. Winter is coming.
You got a 60-minute lesson in what professional wrestling is. That is what you got. How surprised were you with this being the start to the special?
I did not expect it. Even though I should
as soon as it did,
yeah.
I got to admit, as soon as it did, I'm like, they're letting this go for a long time.
Oh,
I immediately thought that this is going to be well over. I thought it was probably going to be in the 40 to 60 minute range. As soon as I knew it opened, I knew it would go longer than Kenny Danielson did.
I assumed anywhere between 50 and 60 minutes.
Wow.
I assumed that it was going to go right up to the top. Yeah, but because the match started a little bit after the hour, I was thinking, man, this thing is going to go right to the top of the hour.
They're going to go. I mean, and they're going to they better give us a hell of a show. The thing is, when you're going balls out and you do this to open a show, I think the pressure is on them almost even more. Because they know they got to give you a classic.
And
they know that this almost needs to be match of the year. It needs to be great.
Kudos to Hangman.
God grief, yes.
Oh my gosh, that dude can go, man.
So good, man. And I mean, and especially, I kind of thought some of the best spots from him were late in the match.
Yeah. I felt like he was gaining momentum.
I felt he gained a lot of momentum, and his comeback was really good there, especially, shaking off the arm at the end and everything like that. It's just you do kind of wish it's his first title defense. I kind of wish he win it. He didn't win his first title defense. It was a draw, but I mean, going 60 minutes and giving a classic, I think that is a treat in and of itself. That we got something special,
all right. So because we're at the point because I can't. It's kind of like in the Olympics, right? You can't give Simone Biles a perfect score every single time. At a certain point, you've got to rate her against herself, and you just got to say
right.
And so for me with this match in AEW, I could call it a 5-star match, which it is. But I almost want to give it a 4.99, like a 4.99 into infinity, because, and I know it would have been cutting it close, but I think the way it should have ended was with Hangman, with one arm on Danielson. One, two. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes. But man, the timing is so tough. I mean, the thing is, you've got a clock. I mean,
you have
fans in the arena can literally see a time clock on the match.
Yeah.
Who are across from the hard camera point. You know that. We've been there.
Yeah.
And it has the time and it has the match time.
Yeah.
So they're fairly aware of the time. I mean, if they're glancing over there.
It would have been,
the ref
that would have been
definitely aware of the time.
Yeah.
But if oh man, that's timing. That's almost, that's movie timing.
Yeah.
Not pro wrestling timing.
Yeah. But I mean, the beauty of the match, and if people are upset that there wasn't a winner, I respect that. This is the second match that Bryan Danielson has wrestled for the title, and he's had a draw. And I would think arguably 2 of the top 5 matches of the year for AEW include Bryan Danielson.
Yes. The Kenny match is a 5-star match.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's right. It's already in the books.
I am not trying to be the person that tries to find a way to talk about Kenny Omega in every episode, and so I recognize that I am.
We're talking about Kenny Omega in this episode.
We were talking about Kenny Omega in this episode because as I'm watching this match and at the finale, the thing that came to my mind was Kenny Omega went 30 minutes as banged up as he was and gave lights out. And I'm like,
dynamite.
And then he, a dynamite match with Hangman. And I'm like, dear God.
And he has definitely had 60-minute classics already in his career.
Yes.
Kenny is the type of guy that only even at the end of 60-minute matches, Kenny's comebacks are so accelerating. I mean, he builds up so much energy, even no matter how gassed he is. He looks like he's going faster, and he is faster, and he's moving faster. And he's one of those guys that's so energetic. That's what makes it so awesome to see, especially late in a match.
Yeah.
And Hangman and Danielson gave us some really awesome big spurts of energy at the very end of this match. And we got some pretty awesome stuff. Danielson kicking out of the tombstone.
Yeah.
Hangman going on the outside. I mean, numerous by the skin of the teeth kickouts. I mean, so many great moments in a 60-minute.
I feel like
I felt like they delivered so many of them.
So many. What Hangman did for me last night, like in any series, like at the beginning of the season premiere, they will say previously on Succession or Billions or whatever, and you see
no
everything.
Pelotons in this room, right,
and you see everything that happened before. And I feel like what Hangman did with this match from the very beginning through the 60 minutes, I feel like the way the match started, middle, and end, I feel like it kind of encapsulated to me his entire 2-year journey. Yeah, like this feeling of like, do I belong here? I know I'm the champion, but do I really, really belong in the ring with a Bryan Danielson? And I feel like as the match progressed, you began to see yes.
And they beat the tar out of each other.
Oh, when he started kicking Danielson's head in, I'm like, yes.
The only real moment I wanted was I wanted Danielson to have the wrist captured and he'd be stomping him, but then him to just be like, no, and just rage out of it, and grab him and start stomping him, but he did eventually stomp Danielson, which I loved.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that, we got a 60-minute match and we didn't really get to we saw the buckshot at the very last second. Danielson never hit one of his big knees.
No.
Some of the big spots, didn't really get to see a couple of those more high impact things towards the end of the match.
Yeah.
But this is so good. This is so good.
Yeah.
And I didn't know Hangman had it in him, and God bless him, he did.
He did. He won my respect. Off. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Kudos
to you, sir.
And it's been so long since I've seen a 60-minute match. And I feel like that's for an era.
We're talking Cena, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. How long has that been?
That was a while ago. That was WrestleMania 24.
Yeah.
I'm not a Quizzlemania guy. I'm sorry, guys.
If it's
for exacts.
If pro wrestling is your thing and pro wrestling personified
on TV, live television, though.
Yeah.
60-minute match.
Yeah.
I guess that Raw or something like that after WrestleMania or something like that. I think Cena, they did go along.
I don't know if the rumors are true, Jeff, but the rumor is that Vince is going to counter tomorrow on SmackDown with a 60-minute ring entrance for Roman Reigns.
Whoa!
Like, hey, you guys can have your 60-minute matches.
Ooh, giant white-eyed man.
we'll give you a 60-minute ring entrance.
That thing. I fucking
60-minute ring entrances, baby.
I hate the big white-eyed idol thing. It just is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
But hell of a match with Danielson.
My God, what a match.
You know, it does beg the question. So Punk said he wanted next.
Said I'm nexties. He said nexties. But he kind of has already said, though, with him and MJF, we got once this is settled, that guy is clearly nexties.
Right.
But clearly Danielson and Hangman is not finished business.
Right.
Will they go again at Battle of the Belts? What say you, Jerry Jones?
That's a great question. I don't know. I feel like we might see I don't know. I'll be interested to see what Danielson does next, and for Hangman. So
gotta be curious.
I mean,
because Hangman, if I was Hangman, I'd be like, I want to pin you. I want to pin you. Let's do this. I want a clean win. I want a buckshot. I want a 3 count. You know, the whole thing. Danielson will be like, hell yeah, I want to beat you too. I had you beat multiple times.
Yeah.
You know, dumb referee, these stupid people. You know, of course you don't have to do these people, but he's better than that. But you know, there's clearly a lot of different angles they can take in a rematch. But I mean, what do you think is next
for Hangman? Oh,
you blow Danielson off? I mean, you blow off a draw?
I don't think you can. I don't know. I mean, it's wide open. I mean, I think I know who I want to see, and I know Punk wants next. The guy I want to see taking on Hangman is the man who has a feud with God. I want to see Miro. And I want Miro and Hangman. That's what I want.
That'd be good.
That's what I want.
I'd like Hangman I would like to see Miro just demolish somebody on TV soon.
Yeah.
Oh, like when he threw Fuego del Sol off the stage.
Yeah.
Well, one of those. Give me one of those soon. But after this, all right. So we go to the next. We get the super click with a promo, and Adam Cole teasing
very special present,
big present.
Yeah,
and then Kyle O'Reilly tweeting what's in the box.
Yeah,
immediately after. I think we clearly see Kyle O'Reilly coming very soon, and Red Dragon, and this will be so cool. I mean, the idea of that they're gonna have Red Dragon, Undisputed Era, Super Click, Elite, Cole in the middle. Clearly, we're gonna get a Red Dragon Red Dragon Bucks match.
Yeah,
this is all awesome stuff. I mean, this is dream booking.
Yeah,
2 years ago, coming to life.
Yeah,
in reality.
This is gonna be fun, man. Yeah,
and Bob Fish. I like that they're like, this is the Super Click, and Bobby Fish. not going to be included.
No.
But then, what do you think of the Sheeta Deeb match? Thought this is awesome. I want Deeb to win.
Yeah.
But Deeb, victim of her own. Victim of her own device.
Can't get out of her own way sometimes, man. This is just another great match, man. I mean, this just shows you this is the deepest women's division in all of professional wrestling. Like, it's just
the goal to go like with another just big match right away.
Away.
They didn't. I guess we did get Wardlow. I guess I'm mistiming it. We didn't get Wardlow next.
I mean, that was just a smash. I mean, he just. Yeah.
But huge things here, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost glad we delayed not recording last night. Power out. Power's back at my house.
Yeah,
that was
it was crazy.
16 hours no power. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Windstorm, Kansas City here, but we're all good. But the MJF overnight, because the direction was go get me champagne for the Dynamite. Middle at like he tweeted, "Where's Wardlow?" He's like, "What the fuck happened to Wardlow?" Clearly, Wardlow no-showed the party.
Yeah,
I think this is clearly he's had enough, and it's now time for him to either beat MJF up or something to happen here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
that was quite the smash.
I mean, that could be next for MJF.
Could be.
Yeah. Wardlow going babyface.
But then we go to the we talked about the Sheeta D match, but then we get MJF Dante Martin, and I think this was really good.
I came away even more impressed with MJF than I think I have in any match. And because the thing when you get in the ring with Dante Martin, and I think Danielson is very similar in that it is going to stretch you to place it like you have. It's a different. You're always bringing your A game, but it requires of you a higher degree of agility, and it's a faster pace. It's a much faster pace.
And in the whole thing about the mystique of MJF is that you get lost in like, oh, he doesn't wrestle very often,
right?
Or whatever. But you also got to realize this kid was like literally prized as like the next coming, and when he was in the Indies when he was only 18 years old.
Yeah.
And yes, he has incredible wrestling ability and incredible in-ring. I mean, his in-ring storytelling and of how it's heel 101.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to watch they want to watch a wrestling match and see how a heel should wrestle, this is it.
Oh yeah.
This is literally it. I mean, and he is this is so beyond over.
Oh yeah. And and he did a great I thought Dante, I don't know if Dante's been in a main event before, but this was this was solid performance by him in ring.
And they did in the lead up admit the thing is they did not in the lead up to this match on TV. They did it on the Road to Winter's Coming, whatever. They did admit a swerve with Leo.
Okay, they did
for the Dynamite. They did admit it was a swerve.
Okay.
So, and he was in Top Flight gear wrestling MJF. So yeah, I guess they admitted it. They are him and Leo are still pals.
Okay.
That was confirmed.
And it sounds like maybe they were
not on television.
Was it just that they were ready for that story? They didn't know where they were going to take that story, and they just kind of like, let's just do. Or was it just kind of I felt like the swerve was an interesting, but maybe unnecessary tact. I guess maybe, I don't get it.
But also, almost kind of fun for them, maybe.
Yeah. But
getting Taz's goad.
Yeah,
it kind of seems like fun thing to do.
It may have been all a device just to get to as the reason to introduce Hook.
Could have been.
Yeah.
And we did get a little Hook promo and the little Hook vignette.
Yeah.
And by the way, CM Punk finally dethroned on Pro Wrestling Tees top spot for the first time since his debut.
Really?
By Young Hook.
Wow.
And the Hook t-shirt literally is just a white shirt with the Hook on it. That's it.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, what a match that kid had.
Yeah,
incredible. I wish we'd have gotten to could have gotten into it or whatever, but it was an incredible match. Way to go, kiddo. Look forward to more.
Who knows? That may be one of those on the lost tapes on the Mark for Life Lost tapes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we'll
do a talk. We'll do a little talk about that match and how Fuego just sold his ass off.
Yeah.
Big thing we got to talk about too is the Malachi vignette that was shot.
Oh
He's clearly
yeah,
got a disciple for the House of Black. It's clearly Brody King. They shot that at Brody King's house.
Yeah.
Right. Anybody who's not in on it, it's Brody King.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see a debut. So looks like Brody King and Kyle O'Reilly will be debuting very, very soon. And there's still the lurk of Johnny Gargano, Bray Wyatt. There's all sorts of things that are still out there that could be big surprises for us. I think giving us the 60-minute time limit draw was kind of like your winter is coming gift. If there's anything else coming, I think we're going to get it on next week. Yeah. But we got a big Tig Man on Rampage. Big submission match with one of your favorites, Penelope Ford and Ty Conte.
That's going to be a good one.
And then it looks like Stinger in the Stinger Darby Sting or CM Punk. Yeah. Versus MJF and the Pinnacle and FTR. Yeah. Pretty good Rampage.
That was I love Sting. I love Punk coming out with Sting's bat. That was fun. That little moment with Darby and Punk, that was interesting.
Yeah, gotta say, I want to get political, but Punk was wearing a reproductive rights shirt in the ring in Texas. Stand up for reproductive rights. Women have the right to choose. Sorry, gotta say it. Anyways, hope that doesn't get the same backlash. Yeah. Anything else to cover today, Jerry?
Did we miss
a TV show?
Did we miss something?
Well, we had, with a 60-minute match, like I said, they had the whole, we had the Super Click promo. They did, the 10-man tag. So we got Eddie Kingston,
Fanta. The Eddie. I feel like we got the obligatory Eddie promo.
Well, I feel like I think we're getting an obligatory, all right, we got to get some people seen on TV. 10-man tag. So we're getting one of those, which, hey, they're all right. We'll maybe if they play their cards right, you get to, and they time everything and you get to see everybody's stuff, it's pretty good. If it's just a clunker with a lot of laying around, I don't know if I'll like it. I am not a big fan of the laying around matches.
Yeah. Jeff, don't be going for them laying around.
Everybody's in rest mode. Yeah. With the two guys down in the ring. Yeah. Everybody else down too. Time for a quick nap, guys.
So are we getting a Dynamite next week, or are we just getting
it's a Tuesday? It's our Tuesday Christmas thing.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we're seeing Kyle O'Reilly for sure.
Okay.
That'll be Adam Cole's Christmas present.
But no Rampage next week, are we?
Because Christmas Eve.
It'd be Christmas Eve. Yeah. So we won't get a Rampage.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Man, that's all I wanted for Christmas was a Rampage. Way to spend Christmas.
Oh, you got a 60-minute time limit draw, Jerry.
We're spending Christmas Eve in front of TNT. Look, I'm excited for the future. It's not AEW news. Yeah, but I think we'd be remiss not to mention, and I would say congratulations to Kevin Steen, aka Kevin Owens, on
up, big time.
Big money. I'm hearing 2 to 3 million.
Hey, he's worth it.
He is 100% worth
it. He's always been a number one. I am a family man through and through. if I've heard that anyone who's ever met the guy, you will understand how much this guy loves his family within moments after meeting him. So I mean, it's if they're putting the offering out there, WWE's been good to him. He is a multiple-time champion.
Yeah,
it's tough to say no to that.
I'm happy for
especially,
him. You get that kind of deal, man. You got to take it. I'm sorry.
I am disappointed. Yes, there are matches that I wanted to see, Mount Rushmore and all these things, but hey, it also means that there's going to be a really, really good professional wrestler working for WWE for another few years.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, use him properly.
Well, here we go. Right.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You're willing to go to work every day and know you're not going to use well.
Well, if anything, he'll give me a reason to tune in to WWE. I'm a fan of his. I'm a big fan of Seth Rollins. So yeah, I'll watch. I'll watch those guys.
Oh yeah.
I like E, but I do think we're going to start seeing some changes, especially if Vince sells. If he does sell WWE, which that's the word on the street is that he is trying to sell. Maybe whoever acquires, the promotion.
But dude, word on the street is that Fox and USA want MJF.
Oh, well,
but and Fox and USA and NBC can also say like, hey, we told you to get CM Punk and he didn't do it. CM Punk said he was coming back to wrestling. He did, right? He said, I'm coming back to wrestling. He hinted at it one way or another.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure both companies made him offers.
AEW is going to have to, they're going to have to give MJF, he's got so much leverage, right? Even though his contract goes to 2024, he's got major leverage. Major
guy. He might be one of those guys you're gonna re him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before time. It's like you just know.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's going to be a future top tier star.
He wants to be
if he's not already.
He's gonna demand
top tier star.
He's gonna demand to be the highest paid wrestler in the promotion. And why not? When you have the leverage. Did you also hear
but here's the deal. This is pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Who the top paid guy is? Belt guy, champion is the top guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's the perk. But he also secured the $100,000 diamond ring.
Yeah.
For another year, which means he's already making more money again because they've kind of indicated that this is something that gets you more money.
Yeah, 100%. Well, man, that's a great thing to go into the holidays with, is an extra $100K. Wow.
And plus, this kid is just, God, dude. Like I said, this is a storied run of wrestling, and we're witnessing it.
100%.
And if you're not watching, you need to be watching out there, guys.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All righty.
All right, people.
Do us a favor. Be sure to subscribe.
That's right. Smash that like button. Yeah.
Drop the top rope elbow on the old notifications bell. Drop us some comments. Hit me up on the Twitter.
There he
is. An envelope because I'm classy. Osito marked for Life Wrestling.
And also at 4 Life Wrestling. Let's do this.
We'll see you guys.
All right. Happy holidays, y'all. Peace.